What's up? What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business people? It's me yet again with another video, and I want to get on here right quick before I end my day. I just came in, so I'm a little hot from my little, I think it was like 3 or 4 mile walk. So I just wanted to talk about 11 common financial mistakes that you can avoid, and those 11 things are having a sloppy budget. Number one is having a sloppy budget or no budget at all. Number two, which I talk about all the time, not having an emergency fund. Number three, leaving money on the table. Four, foregoing or not having any life insurance. Five, not shopping around for big purchases. Six, continuing to pay for subscriptions you don't even use. 7, buying a new car. 8, overusing credit cards. 9, insuring or ignoring, your credit report. 10, falling behind on monthly bills. And 11, not having a plan to manage your debt. So I'm going to talk briefly about each one of these things that I took notes on, right? Going back to the first one, having a sloppy budget or no budget at all. So one common financial mistake is neglecting to set or maintain a realistic budget. A budget acts as your financial compass. It tells you what to do, where to go, guiding you towards achieving goals like purchasing a home, reducing debt, or even taking a much desired trip. However, a budget is as good as the effort you put into it. If you created a budget last year but never bothered to track your day-to-day income and expenses, it likely isn't doing you any good. Or if your budget leaves out easily overlooked expenses like annual car registration fees and holiday gifts, or never allows for an occasional shopping trip, it may be impossible to stick to. So to set aside some time to do a financial audit and strengthen your budget, one good rule of thumb to use when establishing a budget is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, your housing, your car, healthcare, etc. 30% of your budget for wants, entertainment, etc. And 20% of your budget should go to savings, debt repayment, and investments. So these percentages are flexible, people. If you can comfortably allocate more than 20% of your income to savings, you'll be better off over the long term. Use a budgeting app if you can to automatically capture, your spending, if that helps. I know one that you could use for free. I used to use Mint, but Mint went away. So you can use Credit Karma is one. Dave Ramsey has a credit app. Has a budgeting app that you can also use. That I don't know. I think you have to pay for it, but you can check out Dave Ramsey. His website, listen to his podcast. Okay, a second mistake people make, not having an emergency fund. Most Americans don't have money to cover a $1,000 emergency. Say if your hot water heater erupts, you have a car repair, or if you have to go to the hospital, a lot of people cannot cover those expenses. So if you can't cover an unexpected expense, you have to turn to other options like borrowing from family or friends or high interest credit card. This is why an emergency fund is so important. Experts recommend contributing to it regularly. For many, this means carving out a portion of each paycheck through your budget for an emergency savings account. Ideally, you do this with direct deposit so you won't forget or be tempted to spend the funds. Figure out how much you need to save. Add up all of your monthly expenses. How much does it take for you to live monthly? How much is your mortgage, your insurances, your utility bills, again, your monthly expenses, healthcare, all that. You should have 3 to 6 months of your savings or your living expenses, 3 to 6 months of your living expenses saved for your emergency fund. So it can keep you from using credit card and borrowing money when that emergency happens, because it will happen. Okay, The third mistake that people make is leaving money on the table. So, does your employer offer a match to your 401k retirement plan? If you don't know, you need to find out. Do they offer you the opportunity to buy stock at a discount? Don't leave free money on the table. Many employers offer a 401k program as part of the benefits package, and some will match your contributions up to a point. If your employer offers to match your retirement contributions up to, say, 3% of your income, and you don't take advantage of it, it's like turning down part of your pay. You're leaving money on the table. That's money the company gets to keep. That's more money that you can have going towards your retirement to buy more of that stock within your not your emergency, but your retirement plan. So, if you have life insurance or similar benefits through your employer, make sure you list a beneficiary also on them. Your benefits package is part of your compensation. You want to maximize your potential benefits. The fourth mistake people make is foregoing life insurance. I talk about this a lot too on some videos. No one wants to think about dying, but it's going to happen. Don't let that force you into the mistake of not planning for the security of your loved ones if something unexpected happens to you. The average funeral costs about $4,000. Right? Life insurance will help your family handle the expenses incurred if you pass away, as well as ensure they have the resources to get through a difficult transition after you're gone. Life insurance is often inexpensive for adults in good health, and the peace of mind it offers is priceless, people. Knowing your loved ones have the resources to thrive after you're gone is one of the smartest moves you can make. The fifth mistake people make: not shopping around for big purchases. When considering significant expenses like car insurance, home loans, or appliances, many people settle for their initial choice. Yet, comparison shopping is key. Whether it's insurance, mortgage rates, electronics, or travel deals, comparing can save you a considerable amount annually. With the advent of online comparison tools and apps, it's easier than ever. Google is your friend, people. Even if you are loyal to a particular brand or company, regularly review the market to ensure you get the best deal. Number 6, the sixth mistake: continuing to pay for subscriptions you don't use. Do you know all the services you pay for monthly? Do you? Many people are surprised by the number of unused memberships and subscriptions draining their accounts. Among Americans who use streaming services, the average consumer spends $552 per year. You can easily save money by checking your bank account periodically and highlighting recurring payments like gym memberships and or streaming services. There are also subscription cutting apps that will help identify which ones to cancel, even do it for you. While each payment may only be 10 or 20 bucks, these can add up to hundreds of dollars. Think carefully whether you use each service enough to make it worthwhile. Are you using these services that you're paying for? Have you forgotten? Check your account, check your credit card, check your bank account. See what's reoccurring each month that's being deducted from your account or your credit card. Number 7, seventh mistake: buying a new car. You shouldn't buy a new car just because you can afford the monthly payments. Cars are depreciating assets, which means they drop in value as they age. A new car can lose 20% of its value in the first year of ownership. A lot of people don't know that. I hear a lot of people call into Dave Ramsey podcast and they talk about buying a $70,000 car and they rolled over $10,000 from their trade-in, and now the car is only worth $55,000. Now they're upside down, 20, 30,000, blah, 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 blah. Don't do that, people. Either way, Depreciation slows down after the first year or two, so a used vehicle is usually better value than new vehicles. Pre-owned, people. Many manufacturers offer certified pre-owned vehicles, which are typically 2 or 3 years old and have low mileage. These programs usually include a complete vehicle overhaul and a manufacturer's warranty. You get the advantages of a new car for a much better value. All you give up is the new car smell. That's true. The eighth mistake, overusing credit card. Talk about this all the time. Credit card debt is at an all-time high. So your credit card is a powerful tool to help you build your credit history, but a high credit limit can encourage people to live beyond their means, your means. If you're spending money on a credit card, a lot of people that spend money on credit card is spending money they really don't have. It's invisible until that bill comes in. So many people don't realize that the minimum payment generally only covers interest. Responsibly using your credit card has many benefits, but you'll want to avoid getting in over your head. But if you're already carrying big credit card balances, it's not too late to recover. It's never too late, people. Consider, just get out of debt. Lowering your debt to income ratio. Get out of debt. Just get out of debt. Just get out of debt. I'll just leave it at that. Number 9, the 9th mistake, ignoring your credit report. I check my credit report all the time. And you can get 2 free credit reports twice a year. Okay, so out of sight, out of mind is a dangerous mantra to apply to your credit profile. Most people don't think about their credit until they go apply for something that requires their credit. And then they're told what's wrong with their credit. Okay, out of sight, out of mind is a dangerous mantra to apply to your credit profile. And it's a critical financial mistake many make. Lenders check your credit report as they determine whether they're willing to let you borrow money and on what terms. Like, also, when you go to these places and they want to check your credit just so you can get like that grocery store credit card or that store credit card, that affects your credit. The number of hits that you get on your credit affects you as well. So don't do that if you don't have to, right? Landlords and potential employers can check your credit report too, especially like those that work for the government or may require a background check. They will check your credit, and if it's jacked up, it may affect you getting that job. So if there's an ugly surprise or error in your credit, it can seriously impact your financial life. You might be forced to pay higher interest rates or be denied a loan altogether. So you're entitled to a free credit report from each of the 3 credit bureaus, once yearly, which can be requested. You can go to annualcreditreport.com. And if you see any errors on your credit report, begin the dispute process by contacting the credit bureau as soon as possible. The 10th mistake people make is falling behind on monthly bills. It's no secret that staying on top of your payments is a primary money management tip. That's why a budget is key. Whether it's rent, utility bills, or credit card balances, falling behind on your payment is problematic for several reasons. First, you'll likely wind up paying late fees and other charges. Second, late payments may cause your interest rates to rise. You'll pay more on future changes. Lastly, creditors report late payments to the major credit bureaus, and your tardy payments could remain on your credit report for 7 years. So if you currently have a past due payment, catch up on them ASAP. The longer a payment is late, the more negative the impact. So you also have to address the issue while you're falling behind. If you have trouble keeping track of your due dates, consider enrolling to automatic payment plans or setting up a calendar for reminders. If your payment is late because you're short of funds, create a budget because it can help you manage your expenses and curb your overspending. So the last thing that can negatively affect your finances is not having a plan to manage your debt. So debt doesn't need to be an enemy. It just needs to be well managed. It's like a child. If you don't have a plan, you might slip into a habit of making minimum payments on your credit cards, which can be quite costly. If you don't have a plan to manage your debt, you're pretty much planning to fail. Or you might end up hurting your credit utilization ratio by needlessly maxing out your credit cards. Lastly, if you don't have a plan in place to build a healthy credit profile, you may find it difficult to get a loan. So you have to fix this problem, you have to establish a goal and pick, the right plan for you. You have to budget. You have to lower your debt to income ratio. You have to live below your means. You have to have an emergency fund. You have to, if you need more money, if you need a better paying job, you're going to have to invest in yourself. You are the answer to your problem. You have to increase your income. You can do it. You will do it. Right? And that's pretty much it. If you made any of those 11 financial mistakes that I've talked about, it's not a problem. It's never too late. You can turn it around, by following the tips that I just gave you. So no matter where you are in your financial journey, you can find help. You can talk to other people. You can talk to me. You can listen to videos like mine. You can listen to this video over and over again. Stop living on credit cards. Stop living above your means. Get a better paying job. Put a plan in place. Again, if you don't have a plan, you're pretty much planning to fail at life. I'm telling you the truth. Life insurance is important. Do not leave your loved ones behind trying to figure out how to bury you. Create that plan. I see and hear too many stories from families that this happens to. We have to put a plan in place, right? And that's it. So I'm going to get out of here because I have to prepare for work tomorrow. Time to go to bed. So avoid these financial mistakes, people. Stay on top of your money. Again, a car is a depreciating asset. There's nothing wrong with buying a 2 to 3 year old car. It's still yet a new car. You just don't have the new smell anymore. A car, like it says, can depreciate depreciates about 20% the first year. A car is a depreciating asset. Appreciating assets can be, gold, oil, real estate, stocks that I talk about. Those are appreciating assets over time, right? The S&P 500 in the stock market, which consists of the 500 largest companies in the U.S., has consistently over the last 100 years has brought back at least 10% or more a year. That beats inflation, right? You want your money to, beat inflation. You don't want to have all of your money in the bank. You need to invest into your 401k plan. Take advantage of that. Discounted stocks within your company. Take advantage of that. If you don't, you're saving the company money and you're taking money out of your pocket and your family's pocket, that can benefit you in retirement and can benefit your family after you transition. All right, so that's all. I'm going to end it here. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all. Also, stay on top of your health. Health is wealth. Stop eating all these processed foods. But I'm not a fitness guru and I'm not a financial advisor. Any and all information on my channel, this is a disclaimer, is for entertainment purposes only. Right? Yeah, so please consult with a financial advisor. Visit your doctor also if you have any health issues. To invest any of your money and to make final decisions on your health, since I did talk about health. Damn. Yeah, that's it. All right, you guys take care. Love you. Peace.